What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, STEVEE, the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my WrestleMania Sunday review and my final grade for the whole entire show. So, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. So, WrestleMania Sunday opens up with Triple H coming out to the ring. He welcomes the crowd to WrestleMania, and he thanks them for all their love and support. And then he leaves his boots in the ring, and then he walks out, essentially just confirming us, the WWE Universe, that he is indeed retired, that he's done. You all know, basically, he Triple H had some heart problems. He almost died, and he has a defibrillator in his heart now, and obviously now his time is focused on no longer. Basically, his career got taken from him. But unlike Stone Cold or Edge, he can't ever come back. You know, he's done. And while he said he was done, I'm sure he wanted to finish off his career his way. And unfortunately, that never happened. And that's honestly sad. Like I'm sad, but obviously happy too that he gets to focus on other things, get to focus on getting stronger and better, to be with his family and everything. So thank you, Triple H. The actual road for WrestleMania kicks off with the Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bro defending against the Street Profits and Alpha Academy, and this match was fantastic. It was a fun opener. I thought the Street Profits were healed, but apparently not, because after the match, they poured some drinks up for Randy Orton and Riddle and shook hands and were sports about it. I thought they were healed, but maybe maybe not. Maybe they just still babyface, obviously. Yeah, but the match was very fun. Every team got their spot in, and Randy Orton got that hot tag in. The crowd went wild. Riddle with the spot of the match where he jumps on top of the top rope, springboards into the RKO. I believe it was on Dawkins. No, sorry, it was not on Dawkins. His partner, I can't remember his name. I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry, but that was a cool spot. And then Gable, who's at the top rope, I don't know what he was doing. He just got on the top rope, and then Randy Orton just hit him with an RKO. 1, 2, 3. The match over. RK Bro retains. Very fun match. Crowd was into it. I was into it. And Otis. Oh, poor Otis. That man, when he got pushed off the apron, he had the worst fall I've ever seen. Well, maybe not worse, because it can't be worse than Big E, right? But he had a terrible fall. And I was like, oh, someone go check on Otis, please. Someone go check on Otis. Make sure that man's okay. Thankfully, he was. He got up. He was able to finish the match. But yeah, man, it was a very fun opener. I gave the match 3.5 stars out of 5. Very fun, very enjoyable. Very good opener. Crowd got hyped for it, and that's all you want in the opener. Next up, we had Omos taking on Lashley, and it was fine, but it's crazy, to go from Braun Strowman to Omos as this larger-than-life giant behemoth of a monster is such a downgrade. Omos is nowhere close. Heck, even the Big Show was more athletic than Omos. Like, Omos, nothing against him, he just doesn't have the same athleticism as these other two guys, and it's sad, If this was back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, he'd do be perfect, but we're far from those days now. You can't move in the ring. Maybe he just needs more practice or something. I don't know. But Lashley picks up the win here, He was able to lift him up for a suplex, and then I think he hit him in the back in his ribs with the spear, and then he hit him with another spear, and then he pins him clean in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Lashley also had an accident where he kind of hit his back of his head on the ring post, but he was okay, so that's good. But the match was decent. It was okay. It was fine. It wasn't awful. It was fine. I ended up giving it 2 stars out of 5. Nothing special, but it was fine. It was fine. I'm shocked that Lashley won, though. They've been building Omos as this monster, and so my thinking was, well, clearly he's gonna win, right? You got to keep up that momentum, but that's not the case. So maybe he's going back to get some more training. I don't know. Hopefully, because he needs it. Next up, we had probably the most fun match of the night, which was Sami Zayn taking on Johnny Knoxville in an anything goes match. This was fun. It was great. It was essentially what I thought it was going to be, where the crew of Johnny Knoxville movie came out, helped him win. We saw everybody. We saw Party Boy. We saw Wee Man. You know, it's crazy because I didn't know who any of these people were until I saw Johnny Knoxville's movie a couple months ago when I was in Daytona with some friends. You know, the movie got a couple chuckles out of me, but that's typically not my type of thing, you know. But because I saw that movie 2 months ago, I was able to appreciate everything happening at WrestleMania last night, and it was, again, fun. Saw a giant hand, you saw a table with thousands of mouse traps on it. You know, saw the boot kick Sammy in the groin. You know, it was a ton of fun. Little malfunction there at the end. The mousetrap wouldn't really work right, but they were still able to get it done, and Johnny Knoxville picks up the win. Good fun match. Everything I thought it would be. Very fun match. Congratulations. I ended up giving the match 3 stars out of 5. Again, very fun, very enjoyable. I enjoyed it. Next up, we had the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We had Sasha Banks and Naomi. We had Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. We had the most random team of them all, which means Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are also a random tag team. But Natalya and Shayna Baszler, and then the actual tag team champions of Queen Zelina and Carmella. Yeah. The match, again, it was fine. You know, they all put on decent effort, you know? They all put on a decent effort. Again, match wasn't terrible, but they tried their best, you know? And that's a theme with this WrestleMania is even there were no bad matches on the card. Everything, the worst it was it was okay. It was alright, you know? And that's all you can really ask for on a WrestleMania, right? It ends with the obvious choice of Naomi and Sasha Banks winning the tag team titles. And it's confirmed for me, that was Sasha Banks' first win at WrestleMania. So that's what I thought. You know, it's like, I'm pretty sure she hasn't won at WrestleMania, and so she got her first win last night. Congratulations, Sasha Banks. Wish it was a bigger stage for you or a bigger deal of a match, you know? But, you know, a win is a win, right? I ended up giving the match 2.5 stars out of 5. Again, it was fine. Good couple spots here and there that was nice, but it was fine. Next up, we have the Rated R Superstar Edge taking on AJ Styles in a dream match, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where AJ Styles is one of the greatest wrestlers of today, right? And yet, for some reason, he really hasn't had great WrestleMania matches. You know? I don't know why, but he hasn't. Someone pointed out that his best match was against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 33. And you think back to a couple years ago with him and Shinsuke, it was just, there was a lot of hype to it, but something seemed off, right? Something wasn't quite right. Right? And then you have this dream match, right? Where they're going, and this is just me personally, but something didn't feel quite right. Like they were holding back still. And I don't know why. Why is it that AJ Styles, this is what made Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania. Win or lose, you knew he was going to have one of the best, if not the best match on the show. Whereas AJ Styles, any given night, he'll give you a good match, but for some reason at WrestleMania, especially in these dream matches, something just quite ain't right. You know, I don't know. I mean, the match again wasn't terrible. It was a pretty good match. You know, but it didn't live up to the hype. At least not for me. It didn't. You know, the match ends. AJ Styles, he's going for the phenomenal forearm. And then out of nowhere, we just see Damian Priest. Didn't tack him, didn't hit him, didn't do nothing. He's just standing there, which distracted AJ Styles long enough for Edge to hit a spear in midair for the 1, 2, 3. And then Damian Priest gets in the ring, and he and Edge are a team now. I heard it's going to be turn into a stable eventually. But that is what I am definitely looking forward to, of Edge and Damian Priest, because I really like Damian Priest. I miss his old theme song, but because this theme song he has now is trash. But Damian Priest and Edge, it could be a very dangerous combination. And well, whoever his stable is going to be, I definitely look forward to it. I'm definitely going to be interested. As for the match itself, like I said, it didn't wow me, but I still give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Still thought it was pretty decent. Not terrible. Again, pretty good. But just not great. You know, it's kind of sad thinking that when you think of AJ Styles, you know. Next up, we had the New Day dressing up as Big E in honor of him. Kofi looks so small in that singlet, bro. I'm gonna just say that. Xavier Woods wore it pretty well, actually. But they took on the team of Sheamus and Holland. It was only like a 1-minute match. Nothing to it. They lost. You know, Sheamus hit the bro kick on Kofi on the outside, then hit the bro kick while the ref's back was turned, while he was handling Butch. Which I gotta say, Butch is funny. Like, Butch is like this unhinged, uncaged animal that they really can't control, which is a very interesting story, I will say. And it might turn to backfire on Sheamus and Holland, so it'll be very interesting to see where that goes. The name is dumb, but hey, I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going with this, actually, with Butch. Anyway, as for the match itself, nothing special. It gets a 1. It gets a 1.5 out of 5. The only reason why it gets the half is because of Butch. Because Butch is funny. He, for whatever reason, I don't know if Sheamus ever explained it or not, but Butch is just crazy, and it's fun. It's fun. I like it. It's fun. Next up, we had, in my opinion, match of the night, Pat McAfee taking on Austin Theory. Again, I heard that Pat McAfee was amazing in NXT, but I never saw it. So now I gotta go. I was gonna say WWE Network, but I gotta go on Peacock, and I gotta look up his old matches in NXT, because yesterday Pat McAfee really impressed me. The crowd was with him all the way, 100%. Was it because he didn't like Austin Theory? Probably, but I think Pat McAfee did a fantastic job in the ring. You know, doing things that was crazy. He's great on the mic. He's energetic. And his moves in the ring were fantastic. So I'm definitely going to go check out his matches in NXT. I look forward to watching it. You know, it was a fun match. You know, it ends with the roll up. But, it was fun. It was fun, you know. And Michael Cole in there being hyped because he's like, that's my boy, that's my best friend, you know. So Michael Cole, good job for that. After the match, so, you know, Pat McAfee's excited. He sees Vince, and I don't know if he challenged Vince to a fight or Vince challenged him. Either way, Vince takes off his shirt. Dude still buff as heck. Gets in the ring. They're having a match. Austin Theory is constantly helping Mr. McMahon win, attacking Pat McAfee from behind. And Mr. McMahon pins Pat McAfee in the middle of the ring. And, that was a little strange. A little hard to watch. But, you know. Then afterwards, the Texas Rattlesnake comes back, which Vince gave it away, because when Austin Theory's theme started playing, Vince was looking around like, oh, man. But it was just Austin Theory's thing, and that's when you knew, oh, something's going to happen, and it's Vince, so most likely it's the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He comes down to the ring, gives Austin Theory a stunner, sold it really well, and then Vincent Kennedy McMahon took one of the worst Stone Cold Stunners I have ever seen. Might be up there with Linda McMahon's Stone Cold Stunner. You know, might be up there with Donald Trump's Stone Cold Stunner. That's how bad it was. But it was bad in a funny type of way. Like, oh my gosh, Austin couldn't even grab him. He hits him in the gut. Dude falls back into the ropes. He picks him up. He still can barely get him, and he just barely gets him down. It was funny. Austin was laughing about it, having a good time. I mean, it's great. Like, and I saw something on Twitter. Somebody said if that was Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the wrestler, the boss in the back would have been like, "What the heck is wrong with you? You're fired." So I thought he was going to get up and try it again, but nah. Austin kicked him out the ring. He calls Pat McAfee in the ring. They share a beer. He takes a stunner. It's great. Austin with the taking over the weekend. It was great. I end up giving the match between him and McAfee and Theory 3.5 out of 5 stars. Very fun match. Very fun indeed. Gotta go back and check out Pat McAfee's matches. I look forward to it. And finally, we get to the main event. The tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns, taking on the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, being billed, as the greatest match in WrestleMania history, or the greatest main event, whatever. It was not that. It was not that at all. As a matter of fact, it was the same old. Superman punch, suplex, spears, F5s. That's all it was. There is talk that Roman did legitimately get hurt, because we can hear it on camera. He was right next to Paul and he was like, my shoulder's out, my shoulder's out, my shoulder's out. So I don't know when it happened, but I mean, he's holding his shoulder. He's able to get to the ropes. Paul helps him out. Brock's about to put him in the F5, but then he gets out, hits a spear, and then 1, 2, 3, the match is over. So I don't know if they called it an audible or what. I don't know if Roman is really hurt or not. We'll find out. He's supposed to be on Raw tonight, so we'll see. Be definitely very interesting. But I ended up giving it 2.5 stars out of 5. I mean, it's nothing we haven't seen before. Their best match is still WrestleMania 31 7 years ago. But I never want to see these two in a match ever again. Like, we've seen it more than enough times. Unlike with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, where you wanted to see them clash every single night. If we could, we would have. But I'm sick and tired of seeing Brock and Roman Reigns fight. So hopefully they never ever do it again, because I don't want to see these two in a ring ever again against each other. I'm sick of it, tired of it. Yeah. And anyway, so that was WrestleMania Night 2. I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C plus. I don't think it was better than Night 1. Night 1 was definitely better. Match of the night, match of the show, I guess, would be for me Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I thought they put on a heck of a match. I was into it 100% all the way. Like I said, definitely a match I'm going to go back and watch plenty of times. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things on the show I'll go back and watch over again. And like I said, there was not a single terrible match on here. I mean, unless you count New Day and Sheamus and Holland. Other than that, every other match was either okay or all right or good or great. Like, this was a very fun show. I know a lot of people were worried about whether or not this was a terrible WrestleMania. Didn't look all that good, and yet it really delivered. So, with that being said, my final grade for WrestleMania 38, I'm giving it a B+. I'm giving it a B+. It was definitely fun. Definitely a show, a WrestleMania that I can go back and watch again and again and again. And that's how you know you have an instant classic. Definitely a fun show. Definitely one I look forward to watching again in the near future. I'm about to say in the past. In the near future. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What was your favorite WrestleMania match? What was your favorite WrestleMania moment? What was your favorite thing about WrestleMania? I had a very good time this weekend. Very good time. Kudos to WWE. I'm actually looking forward to Monday Night Raw tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be glorious. I cannot wait. And until next time, if you're not down with that. Oh, tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but I'm doing it tomorrow. As I said in my predictions video, I created my own WrestleMania 38, a little bit of fantasy booking. I'm going to share it tomorrow. And let me know what you guys think. If I was running WrestleMania 38, would you have preferred to watch this show, the one that we watched these past 2 days? Or would you have preferred to watch the one that I created? I look forward to it. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. What was your favorite moment of WrestleMania? What was your favorite match of WrestleMania? Please don't forget to like this video, share it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE, the Black. That's right. And if you're not down with that, just got 2 words for you. Peace out, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.